Goats Las Vegas Regional. Brayden, I guess just what's the approach in between games when you guys liked a lot of what you did yesterday, but you still didn't get the results you wanted?
Yeah, I thought we played a pretty good game. They got on late and, obviously got it in overtime. So we did a lot of good and we just build off that. And it doesn't matter how you lose. It could be 7-1. Losing overtime like we did, we move on and focus on game 4.
Left side, second row.
Ken Bolke, Vegas for Brayden. You guys have been real good keeping them out of the front of the goal at 5-on-5. I'm wondering how different is it to keep them away from the front when they have the extra player with the empty net?
Yeah, it can be difficult. They're funneling a lot of pucks to the net, and they got guys who are pretty good around that front. It's about staying close as you can, and a lot of bounces happen in there, and it's hard to control at times. But for the most part, we've done a pretty good job at it, and it's just area of the game that we got to focus on.
Right side, front row.
Nick Kotznick at NHL.com. First for each of you real quick, what time do you think you fell asleep last night just with all the adrenaline and emotion after that game?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably late, I guess. I don't have a time.
Yeah, it was not easy to get down after that one, so it was probably around 2 or something.
So this is not an injury question, but I'm just trying to put myself in your shoes. I've never been a pro athlete, never been an NHL player. After 6 months of regular season, 2 months of playoffs, how do you feel physically and mentally? Do you feel like an old man? Just what don't people understand about the grind?
I think day to day and game to game, it's all different. Depends how the game goes for your body. You're in such a routine of playing, playing every other day almost. So your body and mind is used to that. You just do what you can to recover, eat properly, hot tub, cold tubs, whatever it is, treatment. It's a set time of year, so.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's an exciting time of the year. So some games are easy to get up for, but sometimes you might take a big hit or something. So the body might feel that. But like Nabber said, I think just getting the right recovery, I think your body feels okay.
Right side in the back.
Kristen Shilton, ESPN. Bit of a follow-up on that, just for either or both of you. When you have, a day like this where you're not at the rink and you're just getting, your coach is here saying, you're not going over a lot of the X's and O's. I mean, do you appreciate that? Are you the type that would rather go over, the game in detail before another? How do you feel about a day like today of just where it's a bit more of the rest and regroup?
Yeah, it's nice to get a rest day for sure. I think all the guys can appreciate that and just take a day away from the rink, but we know how to get ready, and we'll be ready to go for tomorrow.
Left side, fourth row.
Andrew Ardini, NHL.com International. Michael, you got a good view of Karlsson double-digit goals in the first several rounds, none in the first 3 games. Are you seeing anything that Florida's clamping down, or is it a matter of just chances not working out in the first 3?
No, I think he's had some looks in the first 3 games, so he's a great 200-foot player for us, and he works extremely hard, so I think it's just a matter of time before they go in for him.
Steve on Associated Press. Michael, since you've come in, obviously Bruce hasn't made a whole lot of changes. You come in the lineup. How much confidence are you feeling right now in your game and kind of fitting into everything?
Yeah, I think it's easy when the guys are playing good, so it's easy to jump in and just try to contribute whatever I can to help.
Left side, second row.
Hi, Helene Elliott from the LA Times for Brayden. Just wanted to ask you what it's like having Jonathan Quick around and what he's been like in the locker room. Obviously, he hasn't been playing lately, but I mean, is he helping out? Is he vocal? And just based on your experiences with him in the past.
He's been awesome. He's been an unbelievable teammate. He's one of those ultimate competitors. He's been great for our goalies, I think, and he's a guy who's won and been there, and he says the stuff at the right times, and it all makes sense. So, he's been unbelievable for our team and for our room, and when he's gone in, he's played well. So, that was a huge pickup.
Up front in the middle.
Paulo Dos Santos, NHL.com. Brayden, how much has the D pairs just grown over this season, seeing the growth in Nick and Zach, just overall, just how is the D pairs developing and how you guys doing this season?
Yeah, for the most part, we've all kind of been together all year. Zach and Nick have, they've stepped up huge in this playoffs, I think. They've been playing really well. They've been getting hard matchups, and they've been handling it really well, so that's good to see throughout the whole year. You have ups and downs as pairs and as players, but, for the most part in playoffs, we've been pretty dialed in, and, the depth helps where, any pair can really go out against anyone.
Right side on the third row.
Brayden, this is for you. So you guys are still up 2-1 in this series. It's very close to 3-0, but now it's 2-1. They're feeling pretty good about themselves because they got a win in overtime and came back for it. Momentum swings. Do you guys still feel like you are in complete control of this series like you were before Game 2?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we got a Game 4. We go and win Game 4. It's 3-1. That's a pretty big lead. So, they got a little momentum off winning last game, but it ends after the game, and both teams have a chance to regroup, and we know it's at stake for Game 4, and it's a big game for us.